guys, it's your girl Leah. I'm back with another video. As you can tell by the title, this is my beauty tips video. I'm going to be answering a lot of you guys' questions. I actually didn't expect most of you guys to ask me questions, but hey, you did, so I'm going to answer them. So don't forget to thumbs up this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And also you can hit that subscribe button because I make pretty good videos and I think I'm pretty cool to listen to, talk to, whatever. Anywho, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so the first question was by Mona E.T. She won my giveaway, so congrats to you, girl. So we're just gonna call her Mona. How do you select foundation and concealer shades, and do you swatch it on your arm or neck? So do I swatch it on my arm or neck? I usually go for my arm. Sometimes my neck, I really don't do either or. I just know what goes for me. But if you are a beginner to makeup, or if you are sometimes confused on what shade is for you, most people match their neck. When it comes to the arm, I do like lipstick swatches, concealer swatches, things like that on my arm. But like foundation in particular, try your neck. How do you select foundation and concealer shades? So a lot of you guys had questions about foundation, so we'll get into that. But how do you select foundation and concealer shades? Really simple. It all depends on what kind of finish you want. So if you want a dewy or a matte finish, then you go for a more matte foundation, or you go for a more dewy foundation. You have to really do research on the brands and watch. I personally watched a whole bunch of videos and talked to people who are experts at picking foundation and kind of got a feel of like which brand is dewy, which brand is matte, which is not, which is whatever. So that's kind of how you figure out of those two. But then how do you determine the shades that you want out of foundation and concealer? Honestly, it depends on the coverage. If you want a full coverage foundation, me personally, if I want full coverage, I'll try out Estee Lauder Double Wear. Let's see, Lancome is pretty good. A lot of people try to go to the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. Now that's pretty good, but once again, it depends on your type. If you want like a medium coverage, possibly like Tarte. What else? Tarte is pretty good. Stila is pretty good. Things like that. And then if you want, of course, like a natural finish, I always say Too Faced. That's like a perfect foundation for like a natural finish. So it all depends. Now when it comes to concealer, it's really honestly about what you want under your eyes. Me, I get the dark circles under my eyes, so I try to get foundation that brightens under my eye. Some people want concealer that matches their skin shade or just give them a natural finish. So once again, it's all up to you. But honestly, when you go into any of these beauty stores to pick out foundation or concealer, talk with an expert or one of their beauty advisors or whatever, and just try to get a feel of like, you know, ask some questions, literally ask some questions, and make sure they're giving you the right answer to it. If sometimes it may not be what you want to hear, sometimes it may be true, sometimes it may be false. So just like I say, do research and then go into the store and ask questions. Next question, Janelle Panic. She said Falsies. They're so hard for me for like no reason. So I'm assuming you're asking like some tips on applying eyelashes. Honestly, I got lashes now and I suck at applying eyelashes. But can't you tell? I think I made it work. I mean, it's really not simple, but it's not that hard. A trick that one of my friends taught me was to get the, of course you need tweezers. I forgot what kind of tweezers, but there's a certain kind of tweezers that work the best when applying lashes. So you need tweezers, you need a mirror, you need glue, of course, and you need your lashes and some scissors. So when you have your lashes, first thing you want to do is measure out the lashes with your eyes to make sure that they are appropriate for your eye shape. Me, I find myself cutting my lashes all the time, or trimming them is the word, because my eyes are very small and almond looking. So yeah, you got to cut them down, trim them, whatever, get them to the right shape, get your tweezers. Me, I apply the glue. Now I do this. I apply the glue on my hand. I take the lash on the tweezers and I kind of swipe it through to give it just a clean little look with the glue on it, you know, instead of getting glue all over the place. And then, you know, there's a trick, and he got this, the guy who told me about this, he got it from another YouTuber, I believe, somebody. But I believe instead of like going on your lashes, because you're just blowing out cool air, go get that hot air, you know, that breath. Get that hot air on the lashes to help it, you know, really get, I guess, sticky or whatever. And then of course you want a mirror, sit on your lap, sit on your table, and you want to look down with the mirror down on you, not here, because you'll poke yourself in the eye. You want the mirror down below on your lap, so that you can apply the lashes, literally. And that's how I've been doing it before, girl. I'm not even gonna tell you how I was doing it because it was crazy, but that is very simple. That little technique, I like it, and it's way more easier for me. Kim's _clothing, she said, Yes, how do you select foundation and setting powder shades, especially for women of color? So this is the same question that I answered before. I'll just answer one in particular about women of color. Honestly, we don't go tanning. I don't go tanning, at least I don't know if you guys do, but I don't. So I noticed that my skin during the summertime is a little bit more brighter. During the wintertime, it's a little bit more, you know, what do you call it, darker. I do get dry during the wintertime a lot more on my skin. So honestly, when it comes to foundation, I just have a couple. I don't have a lot of different ones. I see there's a lot of YouTubers who have like freaking 20 different foundations. I don't have time for that because you keep on switching shades. I feel like, me personally, I feel like it messes up your skin. So literally for women of color, I mean, Estee Lauder Double Wear is what I love. And Lancome is really good. And those are my two favorites, honestly. Like literally. So I don't really know if what question you're saying, how do you select? That's kind of like what I answered earlier. But powder, setting powder, I use Laura Mercier. I use their translucent powder for my concealer, and I use that to set my concealer, and I'm so happy they come out with the shade medium. I think it's medium deep or something like that. That's what I use, and it's perfect. I'm not gonna use anything else. Using that. Now if you're referring to powder for your face, like to set your foundation with, I use Cover FX. It's the matte setting powder, and I think it's like a natural finish color or whatever. I use that to set my foundation, and that's how I get a matte, really matte look. So that's what I use. Next question. Don't_fear the queers asks, I have brown skin, it is a fact, but I'm not sure what is a good starting eyeshadow palette for a brown girl that's learning. My friends have used their eyeshadows on me, but it's just never as pigmented on me as it is on their lighter skin. I feel you on that. Me, honestly, when it comes to finding a good eyeshadow palette, it is very, very hard. Let me go get the eyeshadow palette that I think works for us brown girls, because it works for me and I love it. I use it all the time. Be right back. The eyeshadow palette that works for me, I'm a brown girl, is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and it is the warm neutrals. This here is perfect for us brown skin girls. It has a lot of warm colors. It has a lot of colors in here, honestly, like pink, roses, some browns, literally. So if you try this out as a beginner, I'm just gonna tell you to try it out, because for me it's perfect and I love it. But I do know that honestly, when you're starting out, try buying the little single instead of buying an actual palette. Try buying the little single ones, and you know, maybe testing them out in the store. That's how I started. I always start with like a brown, very neutral shade on my eyes because I don't want to go so dramatic. Definitely don't start off with these crazy colors because they don't look good on everyone. But for me, I just try that. Honestly, how you can make your shadows more pigmented, definitely making sure that when you apply, you want to make sure you have a good eyeshadow brush, of course, and then making sure that you are tapping the fallout before you apply it to your eyes, because you don't want all this shadow, you know, all this stuff on your eyes. But definitely putting some what is it? Some eyeshadow primer on your eyes. I use the Insurance from Too Faced. It works really well for me. I just set my eyeshadow with that. And then, so I don't know if that answered your question. I hope it did, but literally don't get an eyeshadow palette if you're a beginner. Start off with some, you know, the small eyeshadows, but definitely go into the stores, test them out. There's a lot of beauty stores, Sephora, Ulta, MAC. If you're in the Dallas area, Makeup Forever has a store. Go in there, go to Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, Saks, and Neiman's. Try some eyeshadow. Ask them, hey girl, try some eyeshadow on me, and go from there. I mean, I wouldn't start with your friends, even though our friends give us a hookup or whatever. But still, you know, go inside, get the experience, the full-on experience of, you know, what all goes with finding eyeshadow, and you'll be good, I promise you. Sorry if I didn't answer your question full enough. Next question by BlueSafari_17. What are good highlighters for darker tones? Well, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think it's the Ultimate. Forgot the name of the palette. I'll put it in the description below. But honestly, I feel like a very nice little okay, NYX. If you follow me on Snapchat, I posted a little Snapchat of one of their highlighters. It's the newer one, and it's orange. I feel like anything that's very warm. Definitely no pinks. I mean, you can try pink, but if you want like a natural finish like me, I use, today I actually use something different. I use from NYX, it's their body glitter, and I put it on my hand, my palm, and I was like, took the brush. But honestly, just something gold, shimmery, nothing too much if you're going for a natural finish. I really can't answer that question too much, but I mean, when it comes to highlighters, you just have to try it, because I just can't say darker skin tones, because there are some things that work on everybody. You really just have to try it. And I don't want to make my questions based off of just brown skin girls, you know. It's cool, but I don't want to just do that. But definitely, I'd just say go in and check it out. But for me, I like more of a gold, soft gold, maybe like an amber gold type of shade. Those are my favorites. I'll put some of the links of my very first video on here. I think it's one of my first videos, but I talked about one of the highlighter palettes that I liked from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Maybe you should check that one out. It worked really well for me. Next question is by Mad Monster _43. What are some good lashes to get? Ardell. I love Ardell. Try them. They're really good, very simple, very inexpensive. I think they're like $3 and some change. Girl, get on it. Next question, Jazz Chaffer asks how to apply winged eyeliner. I suck at applying winged eyeliner, so I won't be able to answer that fully, but something that works for me to make my eyeliner look decent and kind of winged, girl, I just go fast. I don't go slow, because you go really, really slow, I feel like you make more mistakes. I go really fast, boom, and yeah. I definitely can't answer that question because I suck at it. So once I get great at it, or good at it, or decent, I will definitely be able to hit you up with the answer to that. But honestly, for me, what works to make it look decent is just going by it really fast. So if you're going really slow and it's not working for you, maybe you want to try just going whoop, you know, something like that. I also asked, what do you use to create a cut crease? To create a cut crease. So I'm not an expert at creating a cut crease, but I took a training class the other day for a certain brand, and we were learning how to do cut creases in that class, or just talking about it specifically for a certain palette. And something that I took from that lesson or that training class was honestly making sure you have the right shades, the right brush, and making sure your eyes are primed. Honestly, that's how your cut crease is going to come out perfect. And it does take technique, but one of my friends, actually, he also said that watching some drag queen videos helped him. So, you know, watching the drags get all glammed up for Showtime, for showbiz, really helped him out. And so I definitely don't know how to do a cut crease. I've honestly never tried, because I just don't have that much confidence to try, because I feel like I'm going to suck at it badly. But I mean, give it a try. Just definitely make sure you want to have primer set on your eyes, the right brush, and of course the bright shadows. You don't want to have shadows in different levels on your eyes and have them looking all crazy. Her next question was, what are some of the best, she put in capital letters, the best brushes on the market, and affordable, high quality but affordable? So there's 3 different brushes that I use on a daily basis. I use It Cosmetics, their brushes. They have 3 different types of brushes, and they all work good. They're not super expensive, but I think I paid for, I think a contouring brush was between its 18s up to its 25s possibly. That's the price range for just those brushes. I like Road Technique. Their brushes are amazing too. They're not super expensive, but they're not super cheap. They're I don't know, I think they're $10 for a brush. They're really good, and they're not expensive. I don't get the Beauty Blender from the actual Beauty Blender brand, but I do get their Real Techniques blending sponge as well for, you know, my under eye concealer. But one of my favorites, and I feel like everybody uses their brushes, Elf Cosmetics. They're amazing, very cheap. I mean, you can pay $1 at Target, Ulta, I believe CVS, Walgreens, one of those. They even have an Elf store in Los Angeles too, at the Fox Hills Mall, I think. But yeah, I'm definitely telling you, Elf is amazing. Their eyeshadow brushes are legit. Foundation brushes, they're amazing. Go get you some. Go online, elf.com, Target, Ulta.com. They carry it. Elf brushes, those are the cheapest and the best. They work well. My experience are the best. I can't say for others, but for me, they're the best. I like them. Vanessa Awatsi 9882 said, what do you use when it's hot and don't want to break out? So I don't break out as much, but I do get hot. Honestly, the Mario Badescu, I can't say the fucking brand right, honestly, but their rose water works really good. I don't use it to set my foundation or to set my makeup, but I do use it sometimes when I'm in the car I get hot, so I just go spritz, and I feel more refreshing, so it helps out. Next question by D. Ronnie Beauty. What are the best, they really said D on here, what are the best primer, foundation, and highlighters for a darker and lighter shade. I think I answered that already. As far as primer, it's honestly based off of your skin tone. Not skin tone, the type of skin you have. So if you have oily skin, dry skin, combo skin, it really depends on that. Me, I have like normal skin. Honestly, sometimes it can get oily in my T-zone, but I use Becca, their primer. I use Becca's primer, but I'm trying out this primer right here. I'm trying out this Shea Moisture primer right here, and it's the mattifying primer, and that's what I used today, and literally I think it worked really well. I mean, they are having a sale right now, so I'm uploading this video tomorrow, hopefully tonight, you know what I mean. So go get this. I think I paid like $2 or something for this primer because it was on sale. A lot of their stuff is on sale. So Shea Moisture mattifying primer, and it has tea tree and kaolin clay. I think I said that wrong. This works really well, and it's not like super dry. I know people like Smashbox primer. A lot of people go for Too Faced. I think it's the Hangover primer because it has like coconut water in or something like that. But yeah, definitely go try out those. But you definitely want to pick the primer based off of your skin type, not just because of your skin tone, but the type of skin you have, not the color of your skin. Next question, this is by B Jack the Star. I want to start filling in my brows. They get thin at the end. What do you suggest? So for me, my brows are pretty thin, as you can tell, but I fill them in with Benefit Cosmetics. I love using their brow products. I use it all the time. The Cabral is good for me. I use that for more of a full, like, defining look. Also Anastasia Beverly Hills, their Brow Wiz, the little tiny eyebrow pencil. I don't even call it a pencil. It is a pencil, but if it ain't looking like a pencil, it ain't a pencil to me. I use that as well, but definitely check out Benefit Cabral. Those are really good. But like I said, it also depends on what type of brows you're going for. Feather brow, defined brow, natural brow. So you got to think about those things before you even try to go purchase a brow type of brow tool or whatever. But yes, I definitely use those. For thinning, you definitely want to go, I use the Cabral to fill it in because it just defines my tail a little bit. My tail is a little bit thin. Next question. This is by Kara Chown. She said, what is your favorite primer to use? My favorite primer to use is, she said, what is my favorite primer to use? My favorite primer to use is the First Light Priming Filter. Is this the First Light Priming? No, yeah. First Light Priming Filter. This is the Instant Complexion Refresh by Becca. Damn, it's my favorite primer and I can't even say it right. But this is my favorite primer. It is amazing. It smells like Lucky Charms. I talked about this in my May/June favorites video. That was before this video. Girl, go check it out. No, not before this video, for the other one. But it's my favorite, and it smells good. It gives my face a glowy look, but it definitely does make my face look refreshing. I really love it. Oh, this is a good one. Next question by Beauty Ninja _. How to have a good personal hygiene. For me, I know I'm hygiene. I'm smelling good, girl. Take showers. You definitely want to take showers. Use deodorant. My thing is, for a lot of women, we break out to a lot of things. We don't like the smell of a lot of things. But if you go to a dermatologist as well, if you're having a certain hygiene problem or something's going on with your skin, maybe irritation, and you just can't use it, definitely go to that. But a lot of women try to use natural products. Some women, I met some people who don't use deodorant. They use like lemon, and I haven't smelt the must from them because they smell good to me. But I mean, I use deodorant. If you want me to do a personal hygiene video, I will definitely do that. This is a question that we should talk about in our girl talk. So I would save your question for then, honestly, because that will play a huge part in that, because I know a lot of us girls don't have someone to talk to when it comes to personal hygiene. So definitely look out for that topic in that video. Next question was from Leslie Wee _. How to stop foundation from looking oily. It's all about how you treat your skin. So if you are doing your skincare routine correctly and properly, you should be fine. Then definitely want to use primer. It's those two, primer and making sure my skincare routine is packed down and good. But something for me that I tend to do is I use the Cover FX matte setting powder, because it definitely sets my face looking great and good. Give me that matte finish. So if you're definitely oily, you definitely want to make sure you're using the right moisturizer, the right face wash, the right if you're using masks, the right things. You definitely want to make sure you're using the right concealer. you want to make sure you're using the right things. So when you go in to talk to anybody in a makeup store, you definitely want to make sure that you're telling them like, hey, I have oily skin, I need something good. Maybe if you have oily skin, but you definitely are noticing that your T-zone is oily, it could be the skincare that you're using. So you definitely want to probably try something else. I go to Clinique because it's fragrance free and they have everything for everyone. In my May/June favorites, I talked about their moisturizing gel. The gel is for oily skin because my T-zone's oily, so I use it. So maybe you should try that, the Clinique moisturizing gel, and it's really, really good. They give you little tubes. Maybe you can get a sample when you go and talk to a Clinique consultant, but definitely try that. It works really well for me. Sorry. The last question was by Rachel T. Bercio. I think I said that wrong, but what is the secret to a perfect skin? The secret to a perfect skin, nobody has perfect skin, girl. It's all photoshopped, it's all edited, it's all that. No, but the key to a very, I would say, a decent skin, a very nice, you know, glowing skin like mine. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely skincare. It's all about how you treat your skin. Take good care of your skin. Make sure you're wiping your makeup off at night. I know some of us, like myself, sometimes we all like, oh, I'm tired, girl, I can't do it. But definitely want to make sure you take care of your skin, because by you taking care of your skin, your makeup is going to look so much different. Anybody can put on makeup, but it's gonna look different on everybody because of the different skin types that you have, different skin tones, of course. But it's all about how you take care of your skin. So make sure you're using the right moisturizers, the right primers, the right facial wash. Try some, you know, you might want to talk to a dermatologist if you are, you know, allergic to certain things. But I definitely suggest a lot of you guys, maybe I can make a video about, you know, oily versus normal versus dry versus combo skin kind of thing, so we can go in more detail about that. But the secret to perfect skin in our little world is taking care of your skin. I mean, if you want perfect skin, take good care of it. I don't think there's a such thing as perfect skin. I think there's a such thing as you have good skin, your skin looks healthy. Definitely drinking lots of water helps as well. I tend to slack off by that, but yes, good skincare. So that is it. I'm so sorry I didn't get to answer all of you guys' questions, but maybe I'll make a part 2 and answer some more. So definitely give this video a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumb. If you, like I said, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, I'm going to start uploading more often, so you can turn that notification bell on so you know when your girl uploads her videos. I'm feeling myself today, girl. Anywho, these are some really good questions, and you know, some of these I'm still learning about, so I can only answer them to the best of my knowledge and what I know. But I mean, that's what we're here for. We're a family, girl talk. I feel like all my videos are about girl talk, so we're gonna stick together. If you don't like what I had to say, I'm so sorry, you know. So sorry I couldn't give you the right answer to what you need. You guys have a great day. Don't forget positive vibes always, positive vibes always, and stay tuned to the next video.